Chef Robert Irvine here with Bodybuilding.com, and today I'm going to show you steak 3 ways. You know, one of the proteins that we tend to use a lot, steak, chicken, fish, the steak is probably the best in protein. But it's very hard for the body to break down, so we only use it 2 or 3 times a week, unlike chicken, where we can use it every day. So, flank steak comes from the butt of the animal or the abdominal wall. So it's very, very tough. It gets a lot of action. Imagine walking, it gets tough. So it's a very inexpensive piece of meat, flank steak, but it has great flavor and is very versatile. So the first one I'm going to do, flank steak with an olive oil and balsamic marinade. Using olive oil, balsamic, and mustard. Now here's the interesting part. Whenever you use mustard, it's an emulsifier, but it actually thickens and flavors at the same time. You can use any type of mustard you like. English, French, Dijon, just adds a lot of depth of flavor. Whisk this together without getting it everywhere. Now remember, balsamic is a little salty, a little sweet, but it goes really well with steak. All I'm doing, not seasoning the steak, I'm putting it right into the marinade, get it covered up, wrap that in plastic wrap, put it for a couple of hours in the refrigerator before we cook it. So you can marinate this in the morning and then come back in the evening, stick it on the grill or saute it, and we get this beautiful looking steak. Now the key with flank steak is really simple. You have to make sure you slice it on a bias because of the muscles. So what bias means, just on an angle to cut through the actual toughness of the muscle. Again, this is a great dish. It's fast, feeds a lot of people very inexpensively. And if you look, it's cooked to perfection. Medium rare, sliced on a bias, nice and thin. Basil, another great fresh herb. Pick it or chop it, just a little garnish, but it also adds a little flavor. Flank steak with an olive oil and balsamic marinade. Simple, effective. So the next one I want to show you, flank steak again. We're going to make a jicama slaw or jicama salad or salsa, whatever you want to call it. But it's really simple. Jicama is a tuber. It's almost like, feels like a potato. It's hard, but it has a very, very clean, fresh, crisp taste. So we're going to take some tomatillas, some jicama that is actually diced, fresh tomatoes, little lemon juice, little oil, and cilantro. Mix it up. And this is best done the night before because you want all the flavors to meld. Make it the day before, the night before, wrap it in plastic wrap, stick it into the refrigerator covered, and get them flavors going together. Little salt. Remember, when you add salt, it draws out the moisture, all that flavor, and a little pepper. That goes in the refrigerator, done. The marinade for this is really simple. We're gonna take a pepper. Now remember, when you're playing with the jalapeno peppers, wear gloves. Because if you touch your face afterwards, or any other part of your body, it's going to burn. Little garlic, some oil, lemon juice, top on it. Let it blend, let it get all them flavors, the heat from the jalapeno, because that's what's going to impact the flavor onto the flank steak. Remember, the flank steak has very little fat, so we have to impart the flavor. Remember, it's a muscle that's used a lot on the animal. So, it's our base. Flank steak goes in. Marinate it, plastic wrap overnight, get it on the grill, in the saute pan, in the oven, whichever way you like to do. We've got our salsa ready. Here's a trick. If you see what happens, see what's happening with my board right now? It's moving. Take a little paper towel that's been wet onto the counter and then press the board onto it. What that actually does, it stops the board moving and you cutting your fingers. So there we are. The steak, again, beautifully cooked, medium rare, juicy, delicious. Our tomatillas, the lemon juice in that, the jalapeno, little salsa. And again, we want texture, we want flavor. Remember, it's marinated in jalapeno, so it's going to be hot. Just like that. Jicama salad and jalapeno marinated flank steak. Simple, effective, vibrant flavors. So the last one I'm gonna do is a cumin coriander dry rub. Mix the two together. And you want to make sure you play with the herb and the spice in the pot so you meld and mix them nicely. Onto the top. Make sure that we rub it in. Oh yeah. Now again, if you want to get more flavor, you marinate, and this is a dry marinade, by the way. You marinate it a little bit sooner, put that in the grill, off we go. While that's cooking, into a bowl, I'm gonna add red onion. Red onion is sweeter than any other onion. So it's got a very different flavor, a very different texture. Roasted red peppers added into the mix here. Little cilantro. Black beans, great for protein. A little vinegar and olive oil. Mix them together. And the cool thing is we're adding layers of flavor. So none of these have salt in them, but we need salt to bring out the flavor. So we add a little salt, just like the pepper. These can be done the day before, marinade, make the salsa, the black bean salsa. All done when you come home, 10 minutes. Oh yeah. Now dry rubs are really good because they add a lot of flavor very fast. Marinating, when you add a liquid to the steak, remember this, you're adding liquid, and if you're putting it into a pan, liquid boils and it doesn't sear, which means it's hard to get that golden brown color on it. On a grill, it's much easier. Medium rare. Fresh, healthy ingredients with great flavor, great texture. At the end of the day, when we cook, that's what we want. We want great flavors and great textures. I'm going to fan this out a little bit. Presentation is everything. There we are. Flank steak rubbed with cumin, coriander, great black bean salsa, fresh red peppers roasted. 3 easy recipes for beef. Go to Bodybuilding.com for more healthy recipes and happy cooking. Till next time, take care of each other.